What's up, lovelies? It's your girl RJ. Welcome back to my channel. I hope you're doing awesome whenever and wherever you're watching. Today's video is a super fun one. It's a Get Ready With Me, a Valentine's Day edition, but I'm collabing with Ashley Victoria, so make sure after you watch my video, you head on over to her channel to check hers out. We're both going to be doing the Get Ready With Me, but the difference is I'm doing a day look, she's going to do evening, but we're using most of the same products. So we're going to kind of show you what you can do with the same items for day or night. The inspiration for my look is that I'm going out to lunch with my son for Valentine's Day, so I want something that's festive. So I will put her YouTube link in the description box below. Make sure, like I said, to check it out. If you're not already subscribed to her channel, definitely do it. She has some awesome content, and let's get started. All right, so the first thing that I'm going to be using today is this Hourglass Primer. I've actually never used this before. I think I got it as a sample in something, but I just wanted to try it out. So today is the day. It's got a little spatula. Most of the products that I'm using today are things I've used before, but primer, I just wanted to grab something new, so that's what we're gonna do. Right off the bat, it has a good feel, very moisturizing. So product number 2 is the Too Faced Peach Perfect Foundation. Ashley and I are both going to be using this one. I'm in the shade Honey. So I'm going to put a dollop on my sponge. My sponge is a little dirty, so please forgive me. I didn't get time to wash it since last night. And I really like this foundation. I think it's one that lasts really well during the day. I'm not super oily. I would say I get oily in the T-zone, but I think that when I use this, you know, I don't really see my oils coming through in those spots too bad. And if they do, usually just a quick little blotting sheet. And I'm good to go. All right, so product number 3 is going to be my Maybelline Fit Me concealer. This is going to be in the shade 20, which is Sand Sable. Again, I think this is a product that our brand that Ashley, I don't think is using the exact same one. All right, so I'm going to grab my Mini Eco Tools sponge. I like to use this under my eyes. I actually think I could probably go a shade darker on this concealer. I'm going to check that out next time I go to the store. Alright, so product number 4 is going to be the Too Faced Chocolate Soleil. I'm using the matte bronzer in medium deep. I'm just going to use this to contour my face. I like to go around the hairline. Just down like right to the temples. And then I like to take it in this area. As you can see, I kind of already have like a dark spot on my face right there. So I always like to contour it right there. Just to kind of help hide that spot. And then I like to take a little bit under my jawline, just right along there. So product number 5 is going to be all of my Benefit brow products. As always, even though I don't do a lot, it takes me a few minutes, so I'm going to do those off camera and I'll be right back. Alright, so my brows are on. I tried to mess with my hair a little bit too while I was off camera. I don't know if I made it better or worse, but we're not going to worry about it. So product number, are we on 6? I knew I was going to lose count, is e.l.f. Blush. I'm going to be using the shade Candid Coral, which is one of my favorites. It's picking up a little light on camera, but it's just a really peachy, corally shade that I really like. And I'm just going to use this e.l.f. Blush brush. Just going to go in with a couple quick sprays of the Smashbox Primer Water. I like to use that just kind of once I put kind of my base down just to set it. Product 7, is that what this is? I'm going to say yes. Maybe 8, 9, where are we at? Are you guys keeping track? We're going to be using the Jaclyn Hill palette. I thought this was a great choice because there are so many colors in here. You can definitely do something vibrant. You could do something muted. I think it's good for day or night. So this is a really good palette to have on hand. So the eye look that I'm going for today is going to be in the browns, orangey shades. I didn't want to, at first I thought about pinks or reds, but that's a little bit too on the nose for me. So we're going to use kind of oranges and maybe a little bit of metallic on the eyes. It's really hard for me to do an all matte. We're gonna go in as our base with this shade right here, which is second row, third over. And I'm just gonna lay that down on my entire eyelid. And then I'm going to use this brown shade down here with the same brush just to darken this kind of like outer V area. And I'm gonna use the same fluffy brush. I didn't tap my brush off, so I'm going in really light because it picked up a lot. How's that? A little better? And I'm gonna bring it up because I have hooded eyes. I always like to bring my color up high. So I'm gonna bring it right below the brow bone. So just right there. Okay, now I'm gonna go in to this orange shade right here. And I'm just gonna do this across my lid. All right, and because I don't think day looks have to be, or really any eye look has to be super complicated, we're only going to use one more color. But first what I want to do is grab a fluffy brush, and I'm just going to blend this out where it's like harsh right here, just to soften up the look. And there's nothing on this brush. And I'm going to bring it over into the orange and just kind of blend those together. So I think those colors blended beautifully. That's one thing I do like about this Jaclyn Hill palette. It blends so nicely. All right, and our last color that we're going to use is going to be this metallic shade right here next to it. And I think I'm just going to try it on my finger first. I just love this shade. And then I'm just going to go in and tap this kind of starting from where the brown meets the orange and then over into the center just a little bit. And I think this adds just a little bit of festive fun. I love metallics. I don't think you can ever go wrong with them. Well, I'm sure you could, but yeah. Okay, now I'm going to grab this little angled pencil brush, dip back into the orange we used before, and I'm going to go under my lower lash line with that. And the orange is a little bold, so I went back into the brown with a different brush, and I'm just going to dust over it just to diffuse it just a little bit. I'm going to take the brush that I used for the orange earlier and just bring it up just a little bit right here. All right, and that's it. I'm going to go do the other eye, and I'll be right back. And finally, I'm just going to grab a little bit of this shade right here. And I'm just going to dust that underneath my brow bone. And just a little bit on my inner corners. Alright, so now let's do our lashes. I'm going to use, there it is, the Voluminous, there we go, Lash Paradise. This is a waterproof mascara. So let's take a look at the wand and bristles. There it is. It's not too thick and clumpy. It went on pretty easy. My lashes hate me, and not only do they kind of stick straight out and not curl, but they like to cross over each other. So I really have to work usually when applying mascara. This wasn't too bad. Alright, mascara is done, and I decided I wanted to put a little eyeliner on, which I almost always remember to do after I've done mascara. So hopefully my eyes won't water too bad, but this is just the Urban Decay 24/7 Glide On Pencil in Nude. All right, it's a Valentine's Day miracle because I was actually able to put that in without stabbing myself in the eye and causing my eyes to water and my mascara to run, which is what usually happens. So next product is going to be highlight. We're both going to be using Jouer. I'm going to be using Tan Lines today, which is one of my favorites. And I'm going to use this fluffy fan brush. So I'm going light on the highlight since it is a day look. And then another thing I've been doing, I always like to highlight my Cupid's bow, but I notice sometimes when I use brushes, it gets a little too much on there. And I saw someone, I'm not sure who it was, but when they applied it, they just used a small brush and kind of lined their top lip. So that's what I've started doing. And I really like it. Cool. So for a lipstick, we are both going to be using MAC. Now we're going to go back in with the D for Danger. Alright, so lipstick is on. Let's go ahead and set the face with that Smashbox Primer Water. Perfect. And now let's zoom you guys in for a closer look. Alright guys, that's the final look. I hope you guys love it. I really like the way it turned out. It's the first time I've done this color combination on my eyes, and I think it came out spectacular, if I do say so myself. I love that it doesn't take, 20 shades to make a great eye look. I used 4. If you don't want the metallic, you can drop it down to 3. As always, I would greatly appreciate it if you would like, subscribe, and leave a comment down below if you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to check out Ashley Victoria's video. Again, I will put a link in the description box over to her YouTube channel, and the same for her. Like, subscribe, comment. So I think that's it. Oh, one more thing, but I do think this video is going to go up first, but the 1K giveaway video is done and ready to go up, so that should be up live in the next day or so after this one goes up, so make sure to be on the lookout for that. And I think that's it. Mwah! Bye guys!